Shanti. This is the meditation on the Murli of 18th of October 2025. The soul listening to Baba's words. Soul says, I first. I am a soul, but I considered myself to be a body. I share a body and take another. In spite of that, I forgot that I am a soul, and I became body conscious. And this is why I first make you understand that you have to sit here and consider yourselves to be souls, Baba says. Continue to grind this into yourselves that I am a soul. By not considering yourselves to be souls, you forgot the Father. You really feel that you become body conscious again and again. You have to make effort. While sitting here, sit in the stage of soul consciousness, Baba says. So let us keep that awareness in our mind and our hearts, that while we sit here, we consider ourselves to be souls and renounce the body consciousness. The unlimited Father is explaining us to his beautiful, wonderful children. These things have to be explained to those who are senseless. We souls understand that the Father is telling us the truth when he says we are souls have become senseless. I, the soul, am imperishable, and this body is perishable. I renounced soul consciousness and became trapped in body consciousness. Therefore, I am senseless. We are now being made soul conscious by the Father, and we are therefore becoming completely sensible. Some become this, whereas others are making effort to become sensible. According to the drama plan, we became body conscious and continued to fall. We have now been given this understanding. Nevertheless, we have to continue to make a lot of effort, because we, children of Baba, souls, also have to have divine virtues. We know that we were completely pure, full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. We understand this play number-wise according to the efforts we make. The Father has come to make us sensible. And we understand that we became senseless because of Maya. When we were worthy of worship, we were sensible. But when we became worshippers, thereby became senseless. The original eternal deity Dharma has disappeared. No one in the world knows these things. This Lakshmi and Narayan, who used to be able to rule the kingdom, were sensible. The Father says same applies to you. You must think that the same applies to you. These things have to be understood very clearly. No one but the Father can explain them to us. We now realize that the Father is the highest of all and the most sensible one of all. He is the ocean of knowledge, the bestower of salvation for all, and the purifier. All of this praise is for one. The highest on high Father comes, and he says, Bacche, bacche, child, child. and explains to us so well, children, you now have to become pure. The Father has only one medicine for this, and he says, by having yoga, you will become free from disease for your future 21 births. All of your illnesses and suffering will finish, and you will go to the land of liberation. The eternal surgeon has just the one medicine. He comes and gives souls just this one injection. The land of silence isn't called a pure land. Only heaven is called the pure land. True peace exists where there are no other bodies, and that is called the abode of peace. We children now understand this play. When it is time for an actor to play his part, he goes onto the stage. Only the Father of the Unlimited explains these unlimited things. He is also called the ocean of knowledge. He is the bestower of salvation for all and the purifier. Those who are worthy of worship exist in that new world, whereas worshippers exist in this old world. The main thing is remembrance. We all say that it is difficult to stay in remembrance, that we are unable to stay in remembrance as much as we want to. If we were to write our chart with honesty, we would experience great benefit. The Father gives us children the knowledge of Manmanabha. Father says, my task is to purify the impure, and this is why you called out to me. You souls know that when you are pure, your bodies were also pure. Now the souls and the bodies have become impure. There is a count of 84 births. We know that this world has now become forest of thorns, whereas in Golden Age, Lakshmi Narayan were flowers. The biggest thorn is the lust. That's the vice of lust. The Father says, conquer this and become the conquerors of the world. Human beings say that God has to come in one form or another, that he has to enter the lucky chariot and come. He has to come into this old world to make it new again. Since it is now an old world, the Father definitely has to come. The Father is called the Creator, and he explains to us, his children, so easily. We should experience so much happiness. If any of us are suffering from our karma, that has to be experienced. Baba cannot give blessings for that. What inheritance do we claim from the Father? That of liberation and liberation in life. Only the one Father, the ocean of knowledge, the bestower of liberation and liberation in life. This is why he is called the bestower of knowledge. God gave this knowledge, but no one knows when he gave it or through whom he gave it. There is confusion about this. No one knows to whom he gave this knowledge. Now, this Brahma is sitting here. He knows that he was Narayan and that he has taken 84 births. He is now number 1. Baba shared his experience of how his eyes opened. We also say that our eyes have opened, the third eye has opened. We say that we have received this full knowledge of the Father and the world cycle, and our eyes open with the understanding whatever I am, however I am, and that is such a wonder. And Baba reminds us that I am a soul. Remind us of that. In spite of that, we forget. We have to prove that the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, the bestower of salvation for all, the Trimurti, Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is Shiva. The birth of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar take place together. It isn't just Shiv Jayanti, but Trimurti Shiv Jayanti. When it is Shiva's birthday, it is definitely also Brahma's birthday. There is a worldly father, Lokic father, the father who is Paralokic, and the Alokic father who is Prajapita Brahma. The father says, you are now being given this knowledge for that new world, and then it will disappear. You are now understand that the Father comes and ignites everyone's lamp. When we light all the lamps and candles, people understand that it is a very important day for us. We now ignite everything with our understanding. We now ignite light of understanding in everyone. The Father tells us everything directly. Children, remember me and you will become pure and all your sorrow will be removed. Baba is here to ignite our light with his knowledge, and we need to do the same. Baba's blessing is, may you become victorious in the war of religion by giving the proof of God's knowledge with our practical life. We now have to go onto the stage of war of religion. The way to become victorious in that war of religion is in our practical life, because the proof of God's knowledge lies in our practical life. Let this knowledge and virtues be visible practically in our form, because nowadays our image cannot be revealed by our discussing anything, but we can quieten anyone in a second with the practical form of our dharana. Abhyak signal is, Baba says, sit in the laboratory of practice and experiment with yoga, and you will experience the support of one Father and move away from the many types of obstacles of Maya. At present, we are moving along in the waves of the ocean of knowledge, virtues and powers just on the surface, and through this, we only experience temporary refreshment. However, when we go into the depths of the ocean, we will have unique, alaukic experiences and attain jewels of knowledge for ourselves. And Mama's versions, first one, Mama says, since the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, is the seed of human world tree, the knowledge given by him is for all human beings, regardless of religion or beliefs they hold. Every religion has its own scriptures and traditions. Yet this divine knowledge belongs to everyone. Even if they don't come into this VK family, by connecting their intellect in yoga with the Supreme Father, they can become pure. And through this purity and remembrance, they can attain a high status in their own religion. True liberation and freedom from sorrow or punishment can only be achieved through this powerful yoga with God. And the other point about Ajapa Jap, the true meaning of that is remembrance of God, Parampita, Paramatma, with every breath, not by repeating with words or mantras, but by keeping the intellect constantly connected in love and awareness of Him. It is the natural, continuous remembrance that flows effortlessly through daily actions, eating, walking, working like a child, remembering their father without any pictures. This constant, natural, godly remembrance purifies the soul and leads to karmatit stage beyond any action. So let us practice this Ajapajap, constant remembrance of Baba, and not just be on the surface of ocean of knowledge, virtues and powers, but let's go into the depth of this and emerge with the jewels of knowledge which we can use in the practical form, so that it can be that we reveal Baba with our practical form. Om Shanti.